himself, brilliant. Suits Henry down to the rails. The truck sniggered.
How clever a duck to think of it,
they said to each other. Of course, we all know that it was really Diesel who made the name up, but the trucks didn't. Diesel had told them it was duck, and the trucks believed what they were told.
look,
They whispered every time Henry went past.
there's old square wheels.
Henry was furious. Now everyone knew that James disliked Diesels, so it was a surprise when Diesel and James got on well together. James showed Diesel where things were in the yard, and Diesel worked hard once he had settled down. But he was very full of self-importance. I'm up to date and revolutionary, he boasted. I'll soon get this yard working smoothly. The trucks hadn't really liked Diesel to start with, and when he began to order them about, they liked him even less. But being trucks, they were sly and didn't show it.
Keep on the right side of him.
They whispered to each other.
We'll get our own back one day.
One morning, James had asked Diesel to get some trucks ready for him.
I'll need the trucks on the far side of the yard,
he told Diesel. But Diesel, full of himself and not listening properly, thought James said,
leave the trucks on the far side of the yard.
So Diesel took no notice of James's trucks. He collected all the rest and put them ready for James to take away. When James arrived, he found, of course, that he had the wrong train.
Where's that Diesel?
He grumbled as Diesel was nowhere to be seen.
Off somewhere being revolutionary, I suppose. Wait till I see him. I'll give him revolution.
He puffed crossly away.
He's cross,
whispered the trucks to each other.
We'll try to make him crosser still. Hold back,
they giggled to each other. James did his best, but the hill proved worst of all. Eventually, he rolled down the other side of the hill. And came into the station.
Phew!
He panted, feeling rather exhausted. When James did finally meet Diesel again, Diesel was left in no doubt of what James thought about him, and he growled crossly to himself. How dare he speak to me like that, he muttered as he trundled along. Anyone can make a mistake. I'll teach him a lesson. You see if I don't. Next day, Diesel was talking to some trucks in the yard. James had been here a long time, he remarked. He must be very old.
Not so old as Edward and Thomas, replied the trucks. Thomas was here first to help build the railway, but Edward is older. The other engines used to tease him about that, but he proved them wrong.
How? asked Diesel.
The way we heard it, said the trucks, that one day James ran away. Just trundled off down the line without his driver and fireman.
Good gracious, exclaimed Diesel.
What happened?
The trucks paused.
Well,
they went on,
Edward was nearby. An inspector got a cable and rode on Edward's buffer beam until Edward caught James up, running on the other line, you see. Then he dropped the loop of cable over James's buffer. They slowed James down with Edward's brakes so that the inspector could get into James's cab and stop him. They didn't tease Edward after that.
Quite right, said Diesel. I bet James felt silly. It's funny, isn't it, he went on. If James stood out in the rain for a bit, he'd soon be just the colour he is. Red. With rust. The truck sniggered. Suddenly, Diesel had an idea. He growled away, looking thoughtful. know that story you told me about James, he said when he saw the trucks again. I told Duck about it in the shed, and guess what he said? He paused. The trucks waited. They knew Diesel was going to tell them anyway. Duck said, Diesel went on impressively, it was no wonder that Edward caught up with him, because James is only rusty red scrap iron. Wasn't that rude? But that's what Duck said. The silly trucks believed every word.
See here, they tittered. Wait till we tell the others.
The story went round quickly, and that wet afternoon when James came to the yard, the trucks laughed at him rudely.
Here's old scrap iron, they chortled. Look at him. We're just going to wet the hell of just a heap of rusty red scrap iron.
James soon found out why.
That jook,
he hissed fiercely.
Let him just wait, I'll make him jook.
He puffed fiercely away. Diesel, lurking in a nearby shed, smirked triumphantly.